What's up everybody, Jack here. Welcome back to another video or class build, and today we're going to be going over the ISO Hemlock. Very good gun, but at long range, very low recoil for this build, and overall just possibly the best assault rifle in the game. This possibly could take over my STB 556 class. This gun is available in the Season 2 Battle Pass at page B11. I got it from a friend during DMZ. So if one of your friends do have the Hemlock like me, you can go into a DMZ game and have them drop it for you in exfil, and then you'll have it unlocked like I did. Enough talking, let's get right into the build. Now starting off here with the rear grip, we're going to be running the Phantom grip, which allows us to have that extra sprint to fire speed as well as that aim down sight speed. This is a very important attachment to have in this build to allow us that bump up the sprint to fire speed to get in those close range kind of kills as well. Now for the tuning on this attachment, we're going to be increasing our sprint to fire speed with that negative 0.35 as well as that aim down sight speed with the negative 0.65, which allows us to drastically get that close range first kills. With the recent update in the new Modern Warfare 2 patch, tunings and the attachments for the tunings will be doing a lot more work, as you can see in the video, so you can drastically tell that the tunings have been amped up a little bit, so you can tell that they're actually working in game. Here we're going to be skipping the stock because none of these stock attachments actually help increase anything about the class setup, so we're just going to go ahead and skip the stock about here. Now here for the optic, we're going to be running the Cronin Mini Pro, which gives us that perfect little blue dot so that we can hit our targets easier and from a longer range. Now the tunings for the Cronin Mini Pro is going to be no change on the bottom because we don't want to mess with that. And all the way on the left, we're going to go all the way down to negative 2.90 towards that aim down sight speed so we can get those fastest kills possible for the long range, medium, and short range. This gun can be used for any range that you want as well. We're going to be skipping the laser because none of these lasers will help us with this class setup, because with this class setup we're going for those more long range, no recoil builds, and none of these really help with the recoil or long range fights. So that's why we're going to be skipping over the laser today. For the barrel here, we're going to be running the Fielder T50, allowing us to bump up our damage range, bullet velocity, hipfire accuracy, and that much needed recoil for this build. Also for this build, all these attachments will be having recoil control abilities, and most of them will have damage range, because for the ISO, we're going to have as much no recoil as possible and as much damage range as possible. So this is for any range, more to medium to long range, but this can be used for short range, as you'll see with some kills in the gameplay later on. Barrel, we're going to be bumping up that aim down sight speed to a negative 0.27 inches as well as that recoil steadiness with that plus 0.39 inches. So this is really best of both worlds because you're getting less recoil and faster aim down sight speed, so it's really just perfect for this assault rifle right here. For the muzzle, we're going to be running the Echoless 80. This is a very much needed attachment on almost every single assault rifle in the game, allowing you guys to get those long range kills with that less recoil. And this is what most people get their nukes with, which bumps up the sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, and of course that recoil control, so this build has no recoil. Now the tunings for the Echoless 80 will allow us to get up that bullet velocity so we can hit our shots a lot faster from those longer ranges, which we're going to bump up with the 0.74 inches. And on the left here, we're going to be that recoil smoothness, so we have no recoil on this build as well, with that plus 0.04 ounces. So it's really just amazing for this build. Bullet velocity and that no recoil, so we hit our shots faster, and we have no recoil while we do it, so we can get a maybe 4 to 5 shot from any distance here. For the final attachment on this build will be the FTAC Ripper 56, which allows us to get that aiming idle stability, hipfire accuracy, and of course that recoil stabilization. So this attachment is really what makes this gun have zero recoil, as well with the other attachments. As you'll see in the gameplay, I can beam people from any range I want from this one attachment right here as well. I mean, the tunings here really speak for itself. We're going to go negative 0.35 inches towards that aim walking speed, so you can walk around them corners and see anybody from any distance and just shoot them out as fast as you can. And on the left here, we're going to go with that much needed recoil stabilization with that plus 0.62 ounces. Now this gun actually has zero recoil. It has a recoil test right here just to show you that it actually has no recoil. So we go for the headshot. There's the headshots right there. And you can see the ADS speed is pretty fast too, so you can just beam anybody that you want from any distance. It's just a really amazing gun in my opinion. Probably the best assault rifle in the entire game. If you've enjoyed this class build, Hope you guys also enjoy the gameplay. It took me a pretty long time to get, but it was worth it, honestly. This is the best assault rifle in the game, in my opinion, and I can't wait to see what other guns they bring in the future. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.